Okay, hello and welcome back, YouTubers. Today is Inktober, day 23, and the prompt for Inktober 2019, day 23, is ancient. So I thought a dragon is ancient, right? So in my mind, I had this idea to do a tribal-ish kind of dragon, and parts of it came out pretty good and parts of it didn't come out the way I had hoped, but in the end I like it and I completed another video. So as you know, if you've been watching my Inktober 2019 series, I am using Inktober 2019 as a motivation or an opportunity to develop my video production skills so that I can produce content for both my YouTube channel and my Skillshare classes. So it's been challenging and I've learned a lot. Today I am using my Galaxy Note 4 both to videotape and edit and produce the video. I'm using Power Director and Android. It's an Android app called Power Director, and you can get it in the Google Play Store. I paid for this app. And this video is sped up 8 times as fast as the actual footage. So I had this idea to do this dragon, and just kind of was going for it, and then I thought, well, he wasn't very tribal looking, so I thought to thicken up some lines, and that's what you see me doing here, and to try to incorporate some tribal elements. And so sometimes it seemed like it was working pretty good and sometimes it didn't. And right here you just see me kind of working my way around the painting, trying to make it a little more tribal looking. So the reason I was thinking about doing a tribal dragon for the prompt ancient is I thought a dragon would work good for that prompt, but then also I did a face painting gig this past weekend and I remembered that the tribal dragons were pretty cool and the boys sure liked them, and so I kind of had the idea to do a tribal dragon, but this is not exactly what I wanted, but it's okay. So I'm just finishing up the painting, and the drawing, sorry. And then I'll get into the painting. This is actually the first day that I drew and painted and edited all on the same day. And I think the total time I spent was 20, 40, 60, a couple hours. But at least it wasn't a couple days. And part of that was just having it. It's just easier on my Android Note, a Galaxy Note 4 cell phone. For one thing, things don't freeze up. Things just work right. And so that's the difference between my computer and, say, my cell phone. But also my Apple device is even starting to freeze. Okay, so I did plan out my color scheme ahead of time, which it's going to come up here pretty soon. And I had an idea that I would paint the way you're supposed to paint in watercolor, right? So I'd start with my lightest and then work up to my darks. And it came out pretty colorful, but wasn't exactly as I envisioned it. I think the colors are pretty fabulous. So one thing that I was able to do in this video was to overlay my little colors palette that I developed for this painting, and there it is on the right. So you can see that orange was intended to be my highlight, and then the red would be my midtones, and the brown and purple, well, it's actually a reddish brown with diox and violet, is my lowlights or shadows for dimension. And then the blues just really kind of set it off. I thought that would be a nice color palette. It turned out pretty bright. I wish that I had carried those wings all the way down and not put this painted the sky in between the tail and the wings, because I think that kind of ruined it. But it is what it is. I'll paint another painting tomorrow.